Now, what I'm about to say is going to be very, very controversial for any musician, but having been a professional musician and teacher for the best part of 10 years, I wish that I didn't practice as hard as I did, especially when I was younger. Look, don't get me wrong, being a professional musician takes a lot of hard work, and you do have to commit a lot of hours to practicing, to learn your craft, to write good songs, to learn good songs. So I'm not necessarily talking about that. My obsession over wanting to always get better and better and better stole time away from me that I could have spent with my family and friends. So often I'd come up with excuses like, I gotta practice, or I gotta study, or I'm going to this jam session that really was not gonna lead to anything, or I got this gig coming up even though I paid peanuts, sometimes literally, when I could have been having dinner with my girlfriend or catching up with one of my best friends who I hadn't seen in a while. But the one that really breaks my heart, and something that I do regret, is catching up with my dad and spending time with my grandma. When I reflect, I wasn't necessarily doing anything different to what most young people or young musicians would be doing at age 19, 20 or 21. But now, being a little bit older, I really truly understand what it means when people say life doesn't give you that time back. Time is precious. And after my grandma recently passed away this year, even though I got to spend her last few weeks with her, I look back and think of all the times that I could have spent with her when I was 19, 20, 21 years old, when she was still healthy and we could still chat and she'd still laugh and she'd be able to walk and even run at times. I miss those opportunities because I put my music ambition ahead of my family. Now, I know it's always easier to say this after you go through experiences like this. You always have to live through these experiences to know not to make the same mistakes. But whenever I give advice to some of my young students and young musicians, I always say to them, practicing 5 minutes a day is better than none. But if you have a chance to go spend time with your parents or best friends or anyone in your family, take that opportunity, because you don't get that time back. There's always going to be time to pick up your instrument and work on your picking technique or your 2-5-1 jazz lines. But that time that you get with the people closest to you, who, when push comes to shove, at the end of the day, they are the people that matter the most to you in your life. So make sure you spend time with them, and also make sure you take care of your health. You know, a healthy musician is a good musician.